there, Tigers. So today for math, we're going to talk about equal shares and what that means and what that looks like. So equal means two even parts, right? And when I'm trying to figure out if something is equal shares, I often think about food. Last night, Mr. Bruin made pizza. He makes the best pizza. But he's not great at cutting the pizza because he doesn't always cut the slices evenly. And so even though he might make it into 4 pieces, sometimes one piece is bigger than another piece. And then Sophie and I argue about who gets the bigger piece. Does that ever happen at home? Anyway, so when you think about if something's even, you want to think about, okay, would I be upset if I got this slice and my brother or my sister or my mom, whomever, got this slice, okay? And it kind of helps you figure it out a little bit. Hershey bars is another good one to think of. You know, like the Hershey bars that have the little blocks, right? How would you share that equally? Okay, so let's take a look. I have some things drawn over here. So the first thing I have is I have 2, we'll call them pizzas or circles, right? And what are they cut into? How many slices? Thirds, right? There's 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. However, which one does not show equal parts? Well, again, if you think in terms of this being a pizza, I don't know about you, but I would want this slice right here. Why? Because it's bigger, right? So this does not show equal shares. This does. When you make a circle and you put a Y through it, it makes it into even slices, okay? So this shows thirds. If I were to say I'm going to eat this slice and this slice, how much of the pizza am I eating? I am eating 2 out of the 3 slices, or 2/3, okay? I'm going to label that 2/3. All right, let's move down here. Now I have 2 circles again, and this time I've cut them into how many parts? I've cut them into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Which one shows even parts? The first pizza or the second pizza? Again, think about it. If you got this slice and your brother got this slice, would you be happy? Only if you don't like pizza, right? So this is not a good way to show fourths. This is a great way to show fourths. Now let's say Mrs. Bruin ate this slice, and this slice. How much of the pizza did I eat? What's the fraction of the pizza? Well, I know I have 4 parts, so that goes on the bottom. I ate 3 of the 4 parts. Or we would say that this is called 3/4. All right, let's take a look down here. Instead of using circles, now I have a rectangle or a Hershey bar. Which part shows even equal parts? Which rectangle I meant to say? The first one or the second one? Well, take a look at this. Is this equal? No way. This shows equal parts, correct? And let's say that I gave this part and this part to Aiden. Now I can say that I gave him 2 out of the 4 parts, which is 2/4. Is there another way I could say this? I could also say I gave him half, but you don't need to know about that yet, okay? That's called equivalent fractions, when fractions have more than one name. Okay, do me a favor. Go get a piece of paper or a whiteboard, or if I'm outside with you, get a piece of chalk. Take me somewhere where you can do a little writing, not for long. It's your turn to try, okay? Go ahead, just push pause if you need to. I'm gonna turn my paper over. All right, are you ready? All right, everybody, please draw a square on your paper or whiteboard or sidewalk, wherever you're doing on math work today. So draw a square. Now, we're talking about equal parts. Sometimes I can tell, like some of my parts maybe weren't exactly even. I didn't use a ruler, but as long as I can tell, you've tried and you're understanding how to make the equal part, okay? So I would like you to make this into fourths. So you're gonna make it into 4 parts. Make sure they're equal. Go ahead and try. Okay, now, did anybody make their fourths like this? Okay, that's perfect. That is 4 parts. What? Did anybody, actually, let me just make another square. Did anybody make their fourths like this? That's also fourths. You also could have done 4 lines down, or 3 lines down, or 3 lines across. That would have made equal parts in fourths, okay? All right, what would the fraction be? I'm gonna color in this square. How much of my square is red? What's the fraction that's red? Can you write that fraction down for me? Okay, 1/4 of my square is red. But what if I take my blue marker and I color this part blue, and this part blue, and this part blue? What fraction of my square is blue? So we know that 1/4 is red. How many fourths are blue? Go ahead and write that fraction down. Did you get it? Okay, 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 parts, or 3/4. Good. All right, let's draw a circle now. Go ahead, draw a circle. And could you please make that circle into thirds? Make 3 parts. Remember, there's a letter you want to use to make it into thirds. You can't really do it with lines because it's a circle. So what you want to do, and again, just do your best job, is make a Y in the center. Okay? Now we have 3 equal parts. How much of my circle is red? How much of my circle is red? Can you go ahead and write that fraction? Remember, we're talking about thirds, which means there's 3 parts, so 3 is my bottom number. How many are red? 2/3 are red, aren't they? I can just feel that you guys are doing a great job. I have no doubt. All right, let's do one more. Could you please draw for me a rectangle? Just as best you can, as you can. And then could you please put that rectangle in half? Half. And remember, half is when we have 2 parts. So I'm going to do this. You maybe did it this way, your line, and that's okay. All right? Now, what part is blue? 1 out of the 2 parts, or 1/2. But what happens if I decide to do this? This is my quick math coloring, right? How much now is blue? Now I still have 2 parts, but now I have 2 blue parts. So 2 out of the 2 are blue. All right, boys and girls, thanks for joining me with this lesson today. Now listen, you have 2 choices for math. You have a math slide to do. There's also, Mrs. Gerber put up a direction for that slide that you can watch so you understand how to slide the things. If you don't want to do that, I also attached a worksheet that you need to print or copy onto paper. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do math is okay. I don't know if all of you have printers, which is why I usually give you slides. But I did think, I know sometimes you guys don't love the drag and the drop, so I just wanted to give you another option. You don't have to do both. You can do option 1 or option 2. If you do option 2, which is the worksheet, you could take a picture of your work and just attach it and send it to me, okay? All right, I hope you guys have a great day and a fun time at math. Bye-bye.